This is the Confessions of an Ex-Nuwaubian, Part 19, the birth of Langston2092. Now, as said in the last video, previous video, I dedicated my life to this dude, part of my life, 20 years, to one dude called Dr.Malachi z.york. And I had to look at that man in the mirror and say to that man, look at him in his eyes and say to that man, yo, you were weak, but you don't have to be weak, Langston. You don't have to be weak anymore. Why are you following these dudes? Why are you looking for someone to follow? Don't you understand, Langston2092, that you have potential? That everything that you were looking for in all these men, whether they were Sonetta, Young Pharaoh, Polite, Nature Boy, Dr. Malachi z.york, and the list goes on. Everything that you were looking for was within you. Period. And I reflect back on the past. When I walked up to that table at St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina, in the student union, and the brother pulled me in and asked me, what are you, a Christian or whatever? And at that point in time, I was trying to find myself. I didn't know. I was going to the Blacknificent bookstore, and I was reading all types of books, trying to find who and what I was. I didn't have an identity. I didn't have a father figure. So therefore, I was sucked in. And now, being a grown man and looking at myself in the mirror, I realize that I'm no longer a boy. And only boys follow. Real men lead. So I rose up out of the ashes and no longer called myself Hesse Ramusam Ket, Naya Noru El, and none of that. I rose up out of the ashes and no longer paid attention or looked at any of Polite's videos, Young Pharaoh. No disrespect, I'm just saying just the truth. No Hassan Campbell, none of these people. I dove into me. I dove into me and created a whole new being, a whole new person. And I named myself Langston2092. Wrote a new book called Love in Apocalyptic Times. And in that book, I'm the hero. In the story, this story takes place in the year 2092. And I come back from the future to the present to forewarn people what's to come. And it's crazy because I formulated this story without giving it away. I formulated this story from reading and studying about transhumanism, the singularity, technological singularity, Ray Kurzweil, Boston Dynamics, all types of, I don't want to give it away, but just things that's going to occur in the near future that people have to know about. My brother helped me along the way that I stayed with in Florida because he used to send me information and knowledge. And my portfolio or knowledge became very colorful, diverse. And I got to the point where I was able to relate to everyone. Whereas in the past, I was this angry black man making videos upon videos, talking about Polite, talking about Nature Boy, talking about Young Pharaoh, talking about Dr. York. Very angry. But I woke up. And now I don't live in a deaf culture. I live in a culture where there's growth. You see, I'm a vegan, vegetarian. Times a vegan, I say some mostly vegetarian. I practice health, health as far as fitness, eating good, putting the right things in your body. Yeah, true indeed, I slip here and there. I'm not perfect, but for the most part, I'm living a new life that I created as a man. I'm walking down a path that I created as a man, and I no longer follow. And I no longer need anyone to lead me anywhere. And that is my story. That is what I try to tell people. Yeah, true indeed, you can get information, knowledge, and pointers from me. But I'm not your leader. The leader is within you. The God is within you. It always has and always will be. Here I am chasing, trying to find God, whether I was looking up as a Christian, whether I was looking for it in Dr. Malachi z.york and the likes. All this time, had I known, all this time that the God, the leader, was within me, it would have made life easier. You see, had I known that back in '95 at St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina, right in front of the cafeteria, when that brother was talking about what religion are you from, and Dr. York this and Dr. York that, had I known that the God was within me, the leader was within me, I would have passed by that table that had all those comic books on them. So this is the end of my story, called Confessions of an Ex-Nuwaubian. And what better way to end this series than to say this? You are God. You are a leader. You out there. Don't you ever follow. Because if you do, you'll be sitting in front of a camera telling people your story. Just like I have. The end. Okay. So now I came up with another series. I told you all I wanted to do the, story about me selling bootleg movies. And I am. I was thinking about redoing the Ex-Nuwaubian, Confessions of the Ex-Nuwaubian all over again and putting it on this new channel. But I'm not going to do that. And the reason why I was going to do it in the first place is because I left out a lot of stuff. The brother that, I talk about that was in Florida, like, he played an intricate part in my life. I didn't talk about him, you know what I'm saying? Like him getting shot and stabbed in the head with a broomstick and all types of stuff. I didn't talk about I didn't talk about Sarah, the one that was selling bootleg movies with me. I didn't talk about me getting robbed twice. I didn't talk about a lot of stuff. So I was going to redo the Confessions of an Ex-Nuwaubian, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, the life of a bootlegger. I don't know what I'm going to call it. But I'm going to do this whole series, and I'm just going to include some of the things that I left out. Forget it. All of the things that I left out, as well as new stuff that y'all never heard. If you think that Confessions of an Ex-Nuwaubian was good, this series is even better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it out Monday morning, part 1. Now, I'm going to put part 1 on the new channel, and I'm going to put part 1 on the old channel. And the only reason why I'm going to put part 1 on the old channel is to let people know that this is what I'm doing. And if you want the rest of the parts, you're going to have to go to the new channel. Other than that, I hope y'all tune in for that. And it's not as, what can I say, emotional. It's more comedic. It's like a lot of funny stuff in it. I learned one thing. From YouTube, and it took me a while to learn that. People want to escape from the ills of life. So when I was putting out these videos about police brutality and all the rest of that stuff, nobody don't want to hear that. Like, we're going through that. People want to escape. People want to get away from that. And I get it. And that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to entertain you. I want to make you laugh. And making you laugh is not making up stories. No, making you laugh is telling you all of the messed up stuff that I've been through, as well as the people, my friends, they have their own individual stories as well that correlates with mine. I didn't even tell you about the African that was, we were buying CDs from him at one point in time, wholesale, and he turned out to be a crackhead. Let me tell you something. Tune in. That's all I got to say. Part 1 is going to be posted Monday. Other than that, this is the end. Nuwaubians like the number 19, so I had to take it up to 19, part 19. This is it, man. This is the Confessions of an Ex-Nuwaubian. I'm done. The end. My name is Langston2092. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned. Monday morning. It's about to be lit up in here. 1.